you ready for the fantasy league that came out? In this one, I'll be giving you tips for how to do team building so that way you can still have a good team while meeting all those requirements and have maximum chemistry. First thing I'm going to do is try to get into a match. And after the match, then I'll explain how I went about building my team. You don't need these same players. You can build a good team without these same players that I had. Actually, it's impossible to have them all the same because most of them are evolutions, like evolution chains anyways. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of my 11 players are evoed, so yeah, there's no way it's going to match. But I can show you how to build it yourself with your own players, and some that you should already have, even though they're different than these, and one thing you can do to improve your chemistry too, if there's any matches. So far I haven't been able to find a single match for this. I don't know, maybe people are doing the cup thing instead, because there's things in the cup that I like more, so I'm going to focus more on that. But I just wanted to do this in case people need help with it. There were no opponents found. I see. Nobody is playing it, huh? It's on the weekend and no one's playing it. Yeah, I still have more stuff to do for the last of the swaps tokens too from the second set. The first set I didn't even get them. I only got a little bit of them, and that's because I was too busy. So that last night before they expired, I was trying to hurry and do some of them. So I think I only got like 5 of them out of that first set, so that sucks.
Hello and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV.
See what kind of team they came up with.
Joined for commentary by Sue Smith, and every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. What are we going to get from this one?
I'm anticipating a good match today. It's important they get off to a good start, play their way into the game, be confident on the ball, and hopefully we won't be disappointed.
As long as the internet don't mess me over, I should be alright.
The ball's rolling and we're underway.
Oh, missed it. That's a shame.
She really should be testing the keeper. Fantastic opportunity squandered.
Yeah, the squanderer.
For the visitors.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4-4-2, and you'd expect the two strikers to occupy both centre-backs.
Give me that.
When they attack, they'll combine, and the wide midfielders, they'll get forward to provide crosses for them both.
Oh, a great chance.
Yep. Makes sense. Redondo would be the one that comes through and scores. Good job, Redondo.
And then through on goal, she decides to go for power. Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. And you have to say, it was a good finish.
Surely the equaliser. Oh, I don't believe it. A sensational challenge.
Yeah, recovers so well there.
Have they not seen Redondo before? They're not gonna at least double or triple team her? Yeah! Redondo! They giving up? Yep, okay, they quit. They've had enough of dealing with Redondo. Their team can't hang with her. And you know why? Once she's up there, they're like, wow, look at Redondo, she looks amazing, and then they're just stunned and stand still. And then because of that, then I'm able to score. That's how she's so good. Okay, now on to the tips that you actually need. I can show you the team afterwards, you know, if you're curious of their play styles and all the stuff they have. First thing you got to do you're going to need a silver bench of 65, the minimum. That way it'll help bring that overall rating down, because you can only have an 83. And I know you can have a bunch of players that are 87 and below, but when you do, even with the 65s, you can't have all 87s under them. That's why I ended up with a goalkeeper that's a 85 instead of 87. So first we're going to take a look at these silver ones in case of emergency and you happen to need to sub somebody in, because there's a ton of terrible silver players, but I don't think people's paying attention to them right now. Just try to get some with pace that can go for different positions, so you have every position covered, except I never cover goalkeeper. I don't know what happens if your goalkeeper gets a red card. Anyway, so like this dude, I don't know what he costs. I can look at the market and see. I doubt they're very much. Yeah, see, they're still minimum price. People aren't paying attention to them. You can even use some if they match chemistry for your silver team. But anyway, see, this guy right here, 93 pace, and he has rapid and low driven. So if you needed a striker substitute, this dude right here, he can play left back, left middle, left wing, 86 pace, rapid, and finesse. That's mainly if you want to play him as left middle or left wing, just in case. So you shouldn't have to sub anyone in, but just in case of emergency. This dude right here, he's 5'11", he has 84 pace, he can do right back or right middle, he has quick step and whip pass. The reason I'm showing you these so that way you can go buy them for like 200 coins a piece. You know, they're like minimum price, most of them. The rare ones might cost a little more, but still for a few hundred coins you can have a decent silver bench, and chemistry won't matter for these guys. Yeah, I have this dude in case if I would have needed a right or left back or a right middle. He has 88 pace, again quick step, and the inventive whip pass. Got this dude in case I need a right or left back. He doesn't have the pace play styles, but he does have block to help out. Alright, and then there's a striker here. He's not the fastest, he has 82 pace, but he has that game changer that I really like. And then he's right footed, so if you do 4-4-2 like me, play him on the right side out of those two. If not, you can play him right wing, right middle. These are just the subs. I'll go into the main team, what you need in a minute. This dude is center back, at least he's 6 feet, but he has 5-star weak foot. He can do right and left back also, and center back, and then he has block. So of course most their stats aren't that great, but if they have a useful play style and good pace, that's what comes in handy. This one, if you need a center middle, he's not the fastest, but he has technical and outside the foot passing, because most of the silvers don't have passing play styles that are useful. This one, he's versatile. This dude right here, he can do center middle or cam, has technical, so at least he's a little bit maneuverable. This one right here, right middle, right wing striker, he has quick step, so that way he'll move faster. This one right here, if you wanted a right middle, he has rapid, can do right or left middle, right wing. So that's it for the silvers. If you want to check out their names, most of them should be minimum price, just so you can have a bench that has 65 rating, which will help you get better players up top, and then they still have enough pace, so at least they're not totally useless if you have to sub them in somehow. Now, to the player with the lowest rating, I went with the goalkeeper, because they have to get through multiple levels of your team before they get a shot on goal anyways. So he's used the least out of everyone on your field. After that, there's a couple things you can add. I know you'll probably have different players, but this one up here and this one there, they are the Future Stars Academy players. And the reason those matter is they give icon chemistry. If you look on the left, see she's from WSL, she's given chemistry to Arkema and the WSL, Liga F, MLS, Premier League. She's given chemistry to all the leagues that are on here, which matters because you can only have 3 players from each league for this fantasy league. So if you do that, hopefully you had the icon players, each one from a different league from each other. If not, you can still use them. But whoever you did for your Future Stars Academy, I'd definitely put those players on because they're going to give icon chemistry, which is 2 of those pip things for the league for every single player. Now I got one more was this one. I did the iconic defender glow up from the swaps tokens for my center back. Now it only takes 4 swaps tokens, so you should be able to earn that even if you skip the first week. Just do 4 of the squad battle teams things if you don't want to play people online and get this. I think it's really good. That was the thing I was looking forward to the most out of the whole swaps thing of everything available. And this, as you can see on the left side, gives you icon chemistry also. So between those 3, that gives you 3 points right from the start for the league of every player in your team. So that's going to help. And then what I'd do is whoever you did for your Future Stars Academy icon, whatever league they have, then choose 2 more players from that same league. So as you can see, she has Liga F, so I had another Liga F there and 1 there. This one was WSL, so I had 2 more from them. That way it's easy chemistry. And then after that, look at their country. Like, see my WSL, all 3's from England. So between that and the icon stuff, that meant I could use Dan Burn from Premier League. Doesn't matter, max chemistry right from the start. And the reason why is because I got those England bonuses there, and then the icon bonuses for the league. There you go, max chemistry. If you used Liga F, if you didn't want to go with Arkema, you could go with La Liga, because you're probably going to have a lot of Spanish players there, and that means they will get country chemistry along with the league chemistry from those icons. And at the end, don't forget you also have a manager, just in case if you need one last thing for country or league or whatever. I think I didn't even end up needing him. Yeah, I had plenty more than necessary. Some good players, I know these are evoed, so you can't really get these players. You can get Carmona still if you need someone like that, because she's on the market. I don't think she'd even cost that much. I don't think many people realize how good it is. Well, okay, she's went up some, like 30-something thousand. I don't know what she was when I got her, 11,000 minimum price. Yeah, I have a better version of her that I evoed, but for the purpose of fitting this. And then Basha, she's good too, the Winter Wildcards one. Yeah, she's around 30,000 too. Her price went up. I don't know what she was when I got her, 23. Yeah, so she's went up like 9,000, something like that. Don't forget there are the all rolls plus evos for 10k each. So I did that on her. Most of it I did before. I just did the right back right now, because she don't come with all these pluses. She does come with the right and left wing, right and left middle, the winger double plus, but I did it for the center back and right back, and then some other evo gave her the left back ones. But she's really good and versatile, and she fits the 87, and so does Carmona. And they're both Arkema, so that helps each other out. And then with your icons. And then on top of that, if you need a good left or right middle, right now they still have Atenea's Player of the Month card, SBC, that you can do. And she's well worth it. I didn't have her on there because I was trying to fit other things. I mean, I could have used her. See, she's right there. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this was her Thunderstruck one. I evoed that, but this is her gold one that I evoed, because I've been using her since the first of the game. But if you don't have those and weren't evoing her for months already, then this Player of the Month one, it's really good too. She's better than she appears. If you can play her on the right side, it's better, because she is right-footed, and then she has Game Changer Plus. And all you do is press the B button. Just make sure you're at an angle. You don't have to worry about anything. No holding L2 or none of that stuff for Trellis. You just press the B button. And if you're barely inside the box, it really works great. and it affects slow driven too, because if you're coming from the right side and hold B to make sure it's low driven, then press the second time, that game changer will help curve your low driven. So that's really good. Yeah, I have her so that way I can have her on all 3 Gauntlet teams if you're curious why I have 3. Because you can't have multiple of the same exact player in Gauntlet teams, but like this one started as a gold version, that started as Thunderstruck, that started as Player of the Month. So because of that, they count differently in their system, and you can actually have 3 of the same player if you want. Or like Redondo, how I have my normal Evo gold version, and then I have this version, then yeah, I can have her on 2 of my Gauntlet teams too. But anyways, that's the main thing. Future Stars Academy, make sure you include those. Get a couple players that match that same league from your Future Stars Academy, and they'll get easier chemistry, and look at their country. And then the last player, try to get them so they match that country. You might not even need it to match the country, because if you do this too, the defender one, that's already 1, 2, 3. That's already 3. And if you get it to 5, you're going to get 2 of the pips for chemistry. So if their country matches anyone on there, you're going to get that other one in the league if it matches a single person. Or if it matches nobody and you just do it over here with your manager. Either way, it should work. If you're not trying to get R9 for whatever reason, then I'd recommend doing that defender thing. So that's the end of the tips for this video. From this point on, all I'm going to do is show you the players on here, and you know, their stats and play styles and all that stuff, just in case if you're curious. But the tips part, that's pretty much it for the tips. So hopefully that was useful for you. Alright, starting at the left, Carmona's just the Thunderstruck version. So that doesn't really change anything. You can look that up. Or I can just show it real quick. See, I haven't used her that much because I have a different version. If you're curious, I do have a Evo'd version because she's Real Madrid. So, or she was. Not right now, but see, I have an Evo'd version too. But she would have been at 88, which conflicts because you can only have 3 players that are 88 and above, and only 3 from a league in there. So because of her being 88 and above, that's why. So as you can see, she's, I think, 2nd or 3rd most matches played was with her out of everyone I own. And I use her left back all the time. And then there's her play styles. I'll have a video showing my main team sometime soon with all their play styles and stats and everything, because I mean, look, that's better than you're going to get from Team of the Year play styles for the defenders, for any of them. And then the stats, yeah, it's pretty good. She has like 92 interceptions, 93 awareness, and I put an anchor on her, which gives her +6 to standing tackle and slide tackle. Anyways, back to the team I actually used. Here's this one. She is Foundations player. I think you get her from, yeah, it had to be the Foundations objectives or something like that, real early in the game, but I started evoing her quite a while ago, and she works really good. And then she's 4-star, 4-star. See, I've had her in my team quite a while because look how many matches. And then she has right and left back, center back, CDM. I need to do, if I don't need to use my coins, even though she's a dedicated center back for my teams, I kind of want to do the roles thing for her, to give her right back and left back, just so she has everything too. Anyways, there's her play styles. Yeah, better play styles than Team of the Year. Team of the Year might have some higher attributes in some areas than some of my players, but yeah, for play styles, no way, not even close. Then has intercept plus, anticipate, slide tackle, block, jockey, long ball for if they're trying to pressure you and you need to get it over them. Quick step on the center back's awesome. Relentless, bruiser. Yeah, and then there's her stats. Yeah, really good. Performs really well in matches. And then the goalkeeper, I don't remember what I added. Why it shows an Evo, I'm not sure what I added. You can look up his normal flashback card and see what's different for playstyles, because that's probably what it was. So I think he is an 85 then too, but I think I added some playstyle. And then Dan Burn, I got him. I liked him last year too. I think his team of the season or honorable mentions card or something was really good. But he's huge though, and he's strong and stuff in game, so I like having him there. And then, yeah, he has center back, defender, double plus roles, so that's good enough. And then recently, I don't know if he came with Relentless or I just added that, but I know I just added Quick Step to him. So that's pretty cool, having Quick Step on all your center backs and right and left back and everything. He just needs Anticipate mostly, and then if I could get Long Ball for him eventually, and Bruiser. 4, 5, 6, so he has 7 playstyles right now. So yeah, over time they'll increase the amount you can get, but I'd like Anticipate, Bruiser, and Long Ball. But he's pretty good. I've used players that have higher defending than him, and he still performs better than them. So I don't know. He's a lot better than Chiellini icon that I have. He's a lot better than Carlos Alberto 91 icon that I have. So just because the overall or some of the stats look different, that doesn't mean that's how they perform. And then, did I already show Basha? I'm not sure. I normally use her as a super sub for my main team because she's so versatile and can do so many positions. Even her team of the year doesn't have near those positions and stuff. So while it might have higher stats, in the long run, once you start evoing them, this one will surpass them. Was she? I think she was originally winner wildcards, huh? Yeah. So anyways, there's her stuff. I don't think I added any playstyles to her yet, huh? No. I think there's one I can add to get Bruiser on her right now. Evo. But my Evo section's pretty filled up right now. And then there's her stats. I don't know. I think just the rolls is the only thing I've changed about her card so far. And then this is my second Future Stars Academy player that I did. 5'10", 4-star, 5-star. She's the only lengthy player on my team, I think, unless Dan Burn is. But yeah, she's not in my main team normally, but I can have her for my gauntlet teams. I made her a little bit different than the other one. This one plays right middle, right wing striker. My other one can play left middle, left wing striker, so I can have them on both sides. I just made a few different playstyle choices here. There is some they have in common, like Quick Step Plus, Ping Pass Plus. That's in common with both of them. The thing that's mostly different about her is I got Precision Header and Aerial Fortress, because I wanted her to be able to jump up and do offensive and defensive headers, because a lot of my players that I normally use aren't that tall. She has Game Changer, Low Driven, Finesse, which are the shooting play styles I like the most. I also like Dead Ball, but it's hard to get that apparently. In the future, having Rapid and First Touch would both be nice to have, and Relentless. And then there's her stats. It came from her Team of the Week card, which was already extinct at the time when I looked at it. But I already had it first owner for quite a while, from whenever their Team of the Week was active. But I mean, she has good stats too, good shooting, pace, dribbling, the passing where it matters. I personally prefer pinged pass for if you're doing right middle or right wing. I prefer that over whipped pass. You know, do the R1 and A. Or even if you do R1, L1, and X, it works for that too. Okay, on to this one. This is Rachel Daly. I had her last year too that I evoed. I think the year ended, she is a 98 or something like that. I forget. Anyways, I use her as a substitute a lot because she's real versatile and good too. And then she has like single plus like all the way across for center middle, and double pluses for some of the cams and stuff, and she can do striker. So I like how she's versatile. And then there's her play styles: finesse, low driven, ping, tiki taka, inventive. I prefer that over this. I prefer her pinged and inventive over incisive for sure, because to me incisive's not consistent. It's like no matter what direction you press, the game chooses which side of the opponent they're going to pass it to, and your player might be on the opposite side of what the game chooses. Like sometimes you're pressing up and press Y for incisive, and it goes down on the other side of the opponent and just hands it to them. No matter what player you use, even with the incisive playstyle. So because of that, I prefer pinged and do R1 and A, so it goes fast, but it tends to go directly to them. It doesn't go like through, a little in front how you'd want sometimes, but it's way more consistent with accuracy than incisive is. So that's why I ended up liking pinged more. She has technical, quick step, relentless, rapid plus, so she's really maneuverable and good. And then there's her stats. One of the players that does perform above what her stats say, so that's cool. And has time warp, so if I did have to use her as a starter, she'll have max chemistry for herself no matter what anyways. Now Jess Park, personally I think that's the coolest looking card that I have out of all the cards, with that Thunderstruck background and that Lightning Bolt badge and stuff. And I think it matches this Team of the Week version of her that I got. And I do like to keep explosive acceleration, because I know lengthy's faster in a long straight line, but how often do you go in a long straight line? A lot of times you're slightly changing direction, which defeats the purpose of lengthy. But explosive, that's better for quick changes of direction. Which, when I do make a video for my own team, maybe I'll make a team building tips video for your main team, and acceleration types and which positions you want each acceleration type on. And then I still need to add the rolls plus plus for right middle for her, but she can do right middle, center middle, right wing, and striker. I normally use her as a substitute too, either for center middle or striker. And then she has low driven, the precision header, but you can use that on short players. They don't have to be tall. They only have to be tall if there's an opponent right next to them. But if the only reason you're doing a header is to do it quicker before an opponent catches up to you, then it's fine to be short. Which most of my players are extremely fast, so that's usually the case. I'm countering a lot, and they usually end up beating or outpacing the opponents. She has ping pass. I still need to get Tiki Taka for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so she can fit one more base and one more playstyle plus right now, at the current state of what EA allows. So I would like to have Tiki Taka for her, and Inventive. I'd really like those two. I'd also like Relentless, but these two, that'd be good. And then there's her stats. Yeah, with the chemistry, she has 97 pace. Last year, she was the fastest player in the whole game out of everyone that I ever used, until they added a promo version of her. Sometimes when they add promo versions of players, they do something to their player model, and then it sometimes changes how your old one performed in game. And that was the case in last year's game. So I hope they don't mess things up this year, because it's not the fastest. My gold Evo Datanea is the fastest player that I use, regardless what the stats say on the card, just the actual in-game performance. But Jess Park's really fast too and works well. She doesn't have that high defensive awareness, but if you use her, just have her be the one you control yourself, because she can tackle people and stuff really good, and really fast. So I just control her myself a lot if I sub her in. And then I got Garbino over here. I think she is from a season pass or something originally. And then I've evoed her a couple times since then. As you can see, I haven't used her that much. I'll be using her for my French team, though, for those swaps tokens. And then she has inside forward on left and right middle and left and right wing with double pluses or a single plus on wide playmaker. And then there's her playstyles, and no, she didn't come with all of those. She came with some of them, and I evoed her to get that. The one that gives quick step is free right now, and you can do it up to 10 times. So that's really cool. That's how I got it on Dan Burn too. I forget what it's called, but it's free, and you can do it 10 times. Because I think it's under the normal evolutions. I'm not sure if it's there or under rewards for season pass, but yeah, so she has all these good passing playstyles too. And even though she's on the outside, yeah, again, I prefer ping pass over whip pass by far. And then this game changer is really effective. Since she's left-footed, it's actually better to play her on the left side, so she can do that. And then there's her attributes for now. She'll eventually get upgraded with Evos to be even better, but she performs well in game. Not the fastest, but she does perform well in game. Still fast enough. Where am I? And then this is the first Future Stars Academy player that I used. She starts out as a silver card, if you're curious. I don't know if the Future Stars Academy stuff's still available. I meant to make a video, an instructional on how to make them, but while it was available, so people could find a good player. But if it's still available, she's really useful. I can't remember if I added one thing for a playstyle before I started her or not. I can give you the order that I did the stuff in, because I did write it down for her. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gave her pristine control rewards to get first touch on her before I started it. So if you don't do that, the only thing different will be that you wouldn't have first touch, unless it might be a possible thing to get out of Future Stars Academy. I'm not sure. And then so I did the contract, and for the playstyles I chose Low Driven, Tiki Taka, Game Changer, Relentless, and Bruiser. And then I did the Academy Debut Defender, and then the Academy Right and Left Wing, because that gives better stat boost than the right and left middle does, or striker. Then after that, for Club Legend, I did Attackers. The second playstyle plus was Quick Step Plus, and I did all the roll things for the left, middle, left wing, the striker to have double pluses in those. And the second playstyle plus, as you can see, is Ping Pass Plus. So that's how I did this Academy one. If they're still available to do, I'm not even sure. So see, there's the rolls. So she can play the opposite side. I could have Godfrey on the right and her on the left. Both the Academy players if I wanted. But she's actually good at a striker too. So I'm playing her up there. And then there's her things. Yeah, you'll see a common theme. My attackers, I definitely like Game Changer. And no, I don't use the L2 and do Travellas from outside the box. I use just B and do normal. Well, I guess they could be called Travellas, but they're usually inside the box just slightly. And it works well for me. And then Low Driven. You could have gave her Finesse, but then she'd be missing out on something else I want. Tiki Taka, that's really good for if you're using a striker, especially in 4-4-2, so they can pass them back and forth up there. Ping Pass extremely useful if you're on the side, the left middle or winger. Technical and first touch, so they're really maneuverable. Quick Step, so that way she can take off really fast. Relentless, she can last the whole match. And then Bruiser. Bruiser's really useful for right and left middle and right and left backs. To do the A button to bully people off the ball. So that's why I like having that. And then there's her stats. She has better stats, I think, than that Godfrey one did. I did the other one so that way I could have a tall player and have some different abilities that I don't normally have with a lot of my players. And then I use a hawk chem style on her, and then she has like 90 dribbling across the board, except the balance is 88, like that, and pretty good defense. No defensive play styles, but you can still go up and slide tackle people or bully them off the ball or whatever. It all works. And the passing seems good when I've used it, so I like that player too. And then this is the primetime SBC of Redondo. The only reason I haven't evoed this version is because it's a live card still. They're still in the Champions League, Real Madrid is, so it's possible to get more upgrades like this. It's the finish in the top 4. So then she could get a playstyle plus. She won't get the 2 base playstyles because she don't have a playstyle plus yet, but if you do an Evo that gives her a playstyle plus and then she gets this, it'll override it and mess your Evo up. And I've seen that happen to multiple people with Thunderstruck live cards, so because of that, that's why I haven't Evo'd her. So it might not be till, who knows, around FUT birthday time or later when I'll know for sure whether they're in the Final 4 of the Champions League or not, for if she gets that playstyle plus. If she does, then after that, then I can Evo her and add additional stuff. But until then, I'm just leaving it, because I already have a gold version that's Evo'd regardless. And there's her playstyles. I think you can add base playstyles. Since she doesn't have a plus, that's all she'll get. And maybe overall boost, but it won't affect base playstyles. So I technically could add 2 base playstyles and still be okay. But she has the 3 main shooting playstyles. I use Game Changer a lot with her. And the first touch, technical, quick step. Personally, I can maneuver better with her than I can with Pina. I don't know how Pina got so popular and everyone ignored Redondo, but for me, she works better. And then there's her stats. You know, it's nothing's added or anything. That's just how the primetime card was originally. Yeah, she'll be my main striker in my main team the whole year regardless. You know, I started out with her gold one from the beginning, so, and used her last year too. That's why she don't show more games. She has 222, but then I have her Evo'd one over here. So this one has 275, so that's like 497 that I used her. I didn't have her for a few days or something it took till I was able to get her a long time ago. But this is my gold version Evo, see, with the 5-star, 5-star, that's cool. And yeah, she has 4 yellow cards because I'm aggressive with her sometimes. And then I just gave her the roll plus plus for striker and didn't bother with the other ones because I always use her as striker. Yeah, I don't put her out to the side. She's always my main striker. So, and then she has the same things, you know, the same play styles, but she has technical plus. And then in the season pass, I'm almost there. It's like I can't Evo or anything yet. I gotta keep her at 88 because at level 28 of the season pass, I think I'm 26 right now. I can give her rapid plus as a second playstyle plus. Then after that, I can add more Evo stuff to her. But that's why I'm waiting, keeping her in 88 for now. And then there's her stats and stuff currently. But she performs really well. But anyways, this is the team that I used and that I'll continue to use in the Fantasy League. Hopefully that was interesting if you stayed this long. And hopefully the first half of the video where I explained the chemistry and stuff and how to get full chemistry in a decent team, then hopefully that was useful too. Like I said, the Atenea SBC Player of the Month is at 87 and it's still out right now. And you can get that and get Carmona if you have the extra coins, and then Basha, and you already have 3 pretty good players. 2 of them would be Arkema. And then, I don't know. Oh, if you did do Karchawi's SBC for Team of the Year, she's a 91, so she could fit. And she's Arkema, and she's the same team as Carmona. and she's pretty good. I mean, there's better players, but she's still pretty good to play at like center middle or something like that. So that's going to be the end of this one. And just a channel update, if you're still here, most likely this Friday, if not for sure by next Friday, but most likely this Friday, there's going to be a new game that I'm going to start posting once a week on my channel. I don't guarantee how long it'll last, how many weeks until I stop playing it, but it is a lot longer form of a game. It's not like a sports game and stuff like that, if you want to check it out for something different. Catch you next time.